Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Wilderness Lakes in Menifee, California. And maybe I should have put this up a little higher. Um, got you on the laptop tonight because I needed to put a link into the description of the live, because today's question comes from Barry, and Barry would like to know where he can find great travel deals. Funny you should ask that question, because we actually have a group that's called Crazy Travel Deals and Travel Accessories. Yeah, Crazy Travel Deals and Accessories. Blah, 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 blah. Rewind. Crazy Travel Deals and Accessories. And in this group, we put there some amazing deals that come out that we've put together into packages for you. So it's just one price, and it tells you what's all included. Sometimes airfare is included, sometimes it's not. There's land vacations, cruise vacations, a combination of land and cruise. There's just some amazing deals that get put into there. And I'm really not liking the fact that I am looking down at you guys like this. Sorry, you get to see my, maybe if I sit like this. So I've put the link into the description of the live. So if you click on that, you can go and join the group. Or if you would like me to personally invite you so you don't have to wait to be approved, then private message me and we will be able to send you an invite to that group. So what is in there? Wow, there's really cool stuff. Like I just posted an 11 night, what is it, 11 nights in the Mediterranean. You go in and out of Rome. You got a 7-night cruise, but you actually get 2 nights in Rome before the cruise. So you get 2 nights in Rome, which gives you a full day there in Rome to explore. And then the next day you get onto the ship, and then you get to go to, hang on, I gotta go, do the Greek Isles. So you're doing the Greek Isles and Italy. So some of the places you get to go to, you'll get to go to, let's see, Crete, Mykonos. You'll even get to go over to the port in Turkey where you get to see Ephesus. Then you're Athens, Santorini, Naples, and then you're back in Rome again. And it's actually a 9-night cruise with 2 nights beforehand, and it's a package deal. And it's amazing, amazing prices. And this deal is not going to last long. It is selling out like crazy. Since we released it, it is selling like crazy. And it's starting for an inside cabin, which is zero. Remember, no windows on an inside cabin. You're looking at $2,450 per person. And that includes your taxes, your port fees and taxes. So that is, all you got to do is pay your airfare on top of that. So phenomenal pricing. I mean, we have, I'm flipping back some screens here. Balconies are starting at $3,150 per person. Amazing, amazing deals. So if you want to be part of that group to find these great, amazing deals that we're bringing you, and we are bringing you customers like the ones that we do for Australia, New Zealand, and the South Pacific. A lot of the times, the ones that we're putting in there are designed for the individual traveler. They can be turned into a group trip. If people want to travel together as a group, we can certainly turn it into a group trip, but it's designed for the individual traveler. And unless otherwise stated, they are customizable. So it could be, for example, we've got a great deal that's going to be coming out with Auckland and Queenstown, and they're just going to those 2 places in New Zealand. And it could be that you want to do, that you might want to have another stop. You want to spend a little more time in the South Island. We can certainly do that for you. You want to spend more time in the North Island? We can definitely create that for you as well. So the prices there are for the trip that is advertised, but it is all customizable based on what you want to do. Because remember, we're here to customize the trip to be ideal for you. We're putting together what's most commonly asked of us, and what we're seeing, where we're seeing the trends go and that sort of stuff. But please don't let that stop you from contacting us and saying, hey, I'm interested in this trip, but I'd like to add this in, or I'd like to take that out and put this in its place. Can we do that? Absolutely. The only ones we can't do that on are the cruises. So if it involves a cruise, you're kind of locked in on that one. But if it's land only, and unless we state otherwise, then yes, we can customize the trip. The prices, of course, will change, but we can definitely customize those trips for you. So what do you do now is that you private message me. If you don't already belong to our Crazy Travel Deals, Travel Accessories group, private message me so I can send you an invite to join the group. If you have any travel questions, contact me and let me know what travel questions that you have, because your question could end up being the question of the day. Let me see. I've got some other deals that are going to be coming out. Let's see. So we've got Auckland and Queenstown starting at $2,099 per person. I can't remember if that includes airfare or not. Some of these do. Oh, it does include airfare. Well, look at that. From either LA or San Francisco. So if you want to fly direct from LA to San Francisco or San Francisco to Auckland, then you're looking starting off at $2,099 per person based on double occupancy. Actually, no, scrap that one. That price is correct. Sorry. Let's try that again. I'm looking at the wrong date. That was for a previous package that we had. That was the same thing, and that was the price we had. This one we've got departure dates are between July 24th of this year and September 17th. So if you want a great last minute deal, we got these ones starting at $2,259 per person, and that includes your airfare as well. So and that's just covers Auckland and Queenstown. And like I said, we can customize and do that for you as well. Some of the other ones we've got coming up, we've got some great ones coming for the Cook Islands. I love the Cook Islands. We have Rarotonga and Arataki. Oh my gosh, these places, I tell you, the Cook Islands, time stands still in the Cook Islands. You will come away from there after a week there and just be so chilled and relaxed and just feel amazing. It's one of those places where you go. Yes, there are walking trails that you can do around there. There's eco cycling trips you can do on bicycles. The islands are gorgeous. There's lots of great snorkeling opportunities. Going on the Tavaka, which is the Polynesian catamaran, spending a day on the lagoon in Arataki is incredible. You get to go to some of the islands. One island we went to was actually used by one of the tribes from the Survivor show where they did Survivor Cook Islands. They had different islands within the Arataki Lagoon that they used, and we actually got to walk onto this one island. There was a table set up, built over here with their little stumps around it where they would sit, and there was the half coconut shells that they were using for their meals and stuff, and you walked through the path to the other side of the island. There's this gorgeous beach over there, and you can see all these other islands in the distance. And we're told that one was where they had tribal council, that one was where they did the challenges, and that one over there is where the other tribe lived. Then you get to go to One Foot Island, and depending on who you get on Tavaka will be depending what story you get told about how One Foot Island came about. But the really cool part is it costs you $2 New Zealand, which is like about $1 US, to get your passport stamped on One Foot Island. And it's actually, the stamp is actually, and I don't have my passport handy to show you, but the stamp is actually a footprint. So you get this footprint stamped into your passport, which is a really cool, cheap souvenir to have. And they have postcards there, so you can actually write out postcards and mail them from One Foot Island, and they get the One Foot Island postmark on the cards as well. So even just sending yourself a postcard from One Foot Island saying, you know, I was here or something like that, or just some highlights about your day, great souvenir that you could then end up with. But yeah, love the Cook Islands and Rarotonga. Rarotonga and Arataki, almost amazing deals. We have some great deals in Australia as well. We've got Sydney and Cairns. And that one, you know, Cairns puts it up near Great Barrier Reef. So if you want to go snorkeling or diving on Great Barrier Reef, we can certainly add that in for you. We've got a great 11-night package that's going to be coming out. These are packages that are going to be coming out this week for travel, and they're all for travel this year. So, for example, you've got Sydney and Cairns. If you're looking November this year, $1,899 per person, and that includes your airfare on Virgin Australia from Los Angeles to Sydney and Cairns. So that's your things, and you get 4 nights in Sydney, 4 nights in Cairns, for, you know, less than $2,000 per person. And I do have some 2020 dates available on those as well. And I have some really cool connecting flights deals coming up as well. So where do you go? Private message me. We will get you invited into the group for crazy travel deals and accessories. And we put some really cool travel accessories in there, like we've got in there different types of power converters that you can get. Things that I never leave home without, like my jet lag. Sorry, no jet lag. It's called no jet lag. It's a homeopathic stuff. It's got these little tablets in there. You just suck on them 30 minutes before you take off, once every 2 to 4 hours in flight, and 30 minutes after you land. And I have yet to have an issue with jet lag taking that stuff. I also do other things as well, like if you remember the movie Die Hard, the very first one, when Bruce Willis arrives at his wife's office and he's in there freshening up and he takes his shoes and socks off and is scrunching his toes into the carpet. That actually does work. It's not just a thing they put into a movie. It does actually work. And I was doing that long before that movie ever came out. But it's the fact of reconnecting yourself with the ground, just scrunching your toes in the carpet makes it's the pressure points in your feet, or it's some sort of reflexology thing that I don't quite understand, but I know it works. So that's it. So private message me if you want to be invited to the group, and keep an eye out for the great deals that are going to be coming out. And if you have a travel question, private message me your travel question, and your question could end up being our question of the day. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Hope you have a super fantastic sparkling day, and we will be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock Pacific. Talk to you then. Bye.